Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, my friends. I miss you guys already, but I'll see you back on Monday, right? I went ahead and filled in our day for today because I just did it. I didn't even think about it. I just did it, and then all of a sudden I just realized I filled that in. So I gave you one today, but I do want to go through our patterns really quick. So let's do our patterns together. Daytime, daytime, nighttime, nighttime, daytime, daytime, nighttime, nighttime, daytime, daytime, and now we have a nighttime. We need to move our today. Our today is here, right? There we go. Actually, you know what I'll let you do? I'll let you help me fill in for the weekend. Okay? So we've got daytime, daytime, nighttime, nighttime. So this would be tomorrow, our home day tomorrow. Okay, let's go back and see if we can figure out the next one. Daytime, daytime, nighttime, nighttime, daytime. Good job, good job. Daytime goes here. Now we're filled in for the weekend. So now I have tomorrow and Sunday filled in. And then when you come back to school, it'll be this day. So we're all ready. I'm gonna wait to talk to you guys about some of the things that we're gonna be doing next week at school. It's our last week before break, right? We've got all of our days off. We've got Christmas in there. So we're gonna be kind of doing some fun things, some different fun things. We're gonna get your parent gifts ready to go so you can bring those home, put them under the Christmas tree, and we're gonna be wrapping up the Gingerbread Man book that we've been reading. And some of the different ones that we've been reading, talking about how they're kind of the same and kind of different. So we're going to be doing some activities with gingerbread men and gingerbread girls, gingerbread boys, right? So we're going to be doing some of that stuff. But I'm going to talk to you guys about that when you're here in class with me, okay? So we'll talk about that then. Our calendar. Let's do a little bit of practice with our subitizing cards that we've been doing, where you yell out what the number is. All right, let's do that. Okay, are you ready? All right. These aren't in order. Oh, they're a little bit they're a little bit mixed up, I guess. 5, 4, 3, 2. That's terrible. Okay, let's try it again. 5, 4. Oh man, it's still. Okay, let's try it again. 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 6. Okay, I'm gonna go faster. Are you ready? See if you can do it a little bit faster. Ready? Good job, good job. All right, we're gonna keep practicing those because this is really good for us to think about our numbers really, really quick when we see them like this on our cards. Okay, so I'm not gonna let you guys do a vote today. I've picked out the story that we're gonna read together, and it's super, super cute. And then I have a little activity that we're gonna do together, okay? So the book that we're gonna read today is called The Gingerbread Pup. Okay, look how cute he is. All right. The Gingerbread Pup. Excuse me. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Evelina. Evelina lived all alone. She tended her sheep, but her sheep did not want to be tended. I mean, she took care of them, but they really didn't need much taking care of. They jumped the fence. They hid in the woods. They ran through the village. Naughty pets. Evelina spent her days chasing sheep. They really did not want to be taken care of, did they? How I would love to have a dog, said Evelina. We could be friends. We could tend to the sheep together. One day, Evelina made a gingerbread cookie. "No gingerbread boy for me," she said. "I will make a gingerbread pup instead." This reminds me of the story that of the baker ones where they wanted a friend, so they baked the gingerbread boy because they wanted a friend. She kind of wants a friend. She wants a dog, right? Evelina cut out a gingerbread pup. She baked it in the oven. The yummy smell filled the house. Evelina opened the door to check on the gingerbread pup. What happens in every story we read when they open the oven door? Every single time that thing jumps out. The gingerbread pup sprang to life. It popped out of the oven. "Yip, yip, yip," barked the gingerbread pup. The gingerbread pup spun in circles. It jumped on the furniture. Then it raced to the door. Oh, here we go. We know what happens when they go to the door. We've read enough of these stories, haven't we? "Stop," called Evelina, but the gingerbread pup did not stop. The gingerbread pup found the sheep. It chased them right into the mud. "Bah," said the sheep. "Oh no," cried Evelina. That is not good. The gingerbread pup raced through the village. "That pup stole my hat. That pup broke my eggs." Soon all the villagers were in on the chase. This is one naughty gingerbread pup. The gingerbread pup came to a river. How would it get across? The gingerbread pup saw a shaggy dog by the riverbank. "Give me a ride across the river, dog," said the gingerbread pup. The gingerbread pup climbed on the shaggy dog's tail. The shaggy dog waded into the river. He began to paddle. The gingerbread pup teased the crowd. "Na, na, 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 boo, 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 boo." "You are going to get wet," said the shaggy dog. "Climb onto my back." What do we know about that phrase? What do we know from reading stories before when the animal says, "Climb onto my back"? Usually it's a fox. The gingerbread pup climbed onto the shaggy dog's back. The water grew deeper. "Better move to my head," said the shaggy dog. This is not looking good for our gingerbread pup. The gingerbread pup climbed on the shaggy dog's head. Then it slid down to the tip of his nose. "Wee," said the gingerbread pup. The shaggy dog's whiskers twitched. The shaggy dog's belly growled. He was so hungry. That gingerbread pup smelled delicious. Evelina gasped. The villagers gasped too. They all knew the story about the gingerbread boy who gets eaten by the fox. "The gingerbread pup is a goner," said Evelina. They all know what happens when the gingerbread boy climbs onto the fox's nose. But the shaggy dog kept paddling. He didn't play mean tricks like the fox in the story. "Does that shaggy dog belong to anyone?" asked Evelina. A man shrugged. "He's a stray." That means he just kind of roams around. He doesn't have a house that he lives in. The shaggy dog carried the gingerbread pup across the river. He jumped onto the shore. Evelina scooped up the gingerbread pup. "You're coming home with me, gingerbread pup," said Evelina. Then Evelina petted the shaggy dog. "Thank you," she said. The shaggy dog wagged his tail and licked Evelina's hand. Evelina looked into the big brown eyes of the dog and she smiled. "Would you like to come home with us?" asked Evelina. "Ruff, ruff, ruff," barked the shaggy dog. Evelina laughed. "I'll name you Ruffles," she said. At home, the gingerbread pup got into every kind of trouble. It scattered the sheep, it yipped and it yapped, and it escaped out the window. This is a naughty gingerbread pup. What can we do about the gingerbread pup, said Evelina. Ruffles brought Evelina a cookie cutter. You want me to make a gingerbread boy? Asked Evelina. Ruff, said Ruffles. Evelina made a gingerbread boy and slid it into the oven. Oh, here we go again. We know what happens when it comes out, don't we? A few minutes later, Evelina opened the oven. The gingerbread boy sprang to life. Out of the house he ran. Catch me if you can, said the gingerbread boy. Yip, 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 barked the gingerbread pup and raced after him. They seem like a good match, don't they? From that day on, Ruffles, Evelina, and the sheep lived happily ever after. The gingerbread pup and the gingerbread boy lived happily ever after too. That's a fun way to end the story, isn't it? Kind of different, right? We've been reading a lot that are different. This one ends with it not getting eaten. Some of the ones we've had, it gets eaten. Some of it we've read and it doesn't get eaten. So this one, it doesn't get eaten, and they kind of solved their own problem. She got a dog, right? She found the dog, and then she made a gingerbread boy for the pup. Kind of solved her own problem with that. I like that. All right, so your assignment today. You guys, we gave you a piece of paper that looks like this. It's in your folder, and you took it home. Remember Miss Chris was talking to you about this one? On the bottom it says, what kind of gingerbread pet would you make? So in the story, Evelina really wanted a dog, so she made a gingerbread pet dog out of gingerbread dough, right? So we're asking you, what would you make, okay? One thing that you can do before you start to draw is if you want to take your gingerbread Play-Doh that we made yesterday at school, you could maybe create your pet from your Play-Doh, and then from there you could draw what you created with your Play-Doh onto your paper, all right? So the first thing I did, because I did this project, and I'll show you mine in a second, I want you to think about yours, is I thought about animals that I liked and that I would maybe want as a pet. And then I thought about if I could draw that animal, and if I needed, what shapes I would need to draw the animal or the pet. And then I thought about if I had frosting and candy and things like that, how would I decorate my pet? Because remember, gingerbread girls and boys and pets have frosting and candy pieces that kind of decorate the gingerbread, right? So I thought about that, like what kind of candy or frosting would I want to make to decorate my pet with. So the first thing I decided is I really like cats. I have a cat at home, I have a dog at home too, but I didn't want to do the pup because we've already done the pup, right? The pup was from the story. So I encourage you to do a different pet, something that is exciting to you, okay? So I thought a cat would be a good one. So then I thought about the candy that I would make, and I thought about how I would draw it, and I know that cats, if you make a circle, and then you, for the head, and you make triangles for the ears, right, and then you do kind of an oval body, and you give it some paws, you can turn it into a cat. So here's mine. I did it in, I colored my candy pieces for him, and my frosting with marker, and if it was white frosting, I just left it. I didn't color over that part so that it looked like it was kind of lined in frosting. I gave him a little peppermint collar and some frosting on his ears and in his nose, right? And then I gave my pet a pet house, like a gingerbread pet house, because we've talked about gingerbread houses too. We made one earlier on this week with some candy pieces. So I made my pet a little gingerbread house too. And then the last thing I did is I colored the little pieces around to kind of make it colorful and fun. You can decorate these gingerbreads if you want to, or you can leave them plain like they haven't been decorated yet. It's up to you. Okay. But here's what I want you to be working on, okay? Bring this back to school. Bring this back when you are finished. Put it in your folder, bring it back to me. Miss Nikki will give you a sticker, okay? We'll put a sticker on your, I have fun little gingerbread pet stickers that go with this, and you'll get a sticker if you do this and bring it back to Miss Nikki, okay? So bring this back next week and I'll give you your sticker. That is your assignment for today. So if you can be working on that, that would be great. Next week, we're doing the letter G. We talked about that a little bit, right? G has two sounds. It can say G and it can say J, okay? So what you could be doing right now too, when you're at home this weekend, is looking for things that start with the G sound or the J sound, all right? Talk to mom and dad or your adult helper at home and make sure that it starts with the letter G, but you could be starting to think about what you want to bring for a share item, even though that's later on in the week. Start thinking about that now, right? Because that'll be kind of, that'll be one less thing you have to do during the week next week. All right? Okay. Have a good weekend. Go play in the snow. At some point, it's supposed to snow today, so hopefully you guys will be able to get out there, play in the snow. If it's snowing when you come back to school on Monday, wear your boots, wear your snow pants, wear your hats, gloves, everything that you need for the snow, okay? Because we're gonna practice putting them on and off, and we don't want your feet all cold. So wear your boots, bring your shoes, and you can change into your shoes, but wear your boots to school, okay? Have a good weekend. We'll see you later. Bye.